So this is what happened to my chair when Kai Havertz scored his penalty and when Chelsea came back. Uh, I may not have chair at the moment, but I really don't care because Chelsea came back from Champions League. It was great to watch. Hello, friends. Sorry for the late video. It was 5 in the morning, the Champions League game, and Chelsea came back from Dortmund after 1 goal defeat. That was great to see. That was absolutely great. It's one of those Stamford Bridge comeback. I think the last time I saw this Chelsea comeback at Champions League was when Chelsea lost to Paris in 2013, and then they came back with absolute, Dembaba scoring the late winner. It was that thrilling. I'm happy to see that happened even today. Uh, yeah. So this game, in overall, was applause. I gotta give applause to the players. I gotta applause Graham Potter. Um, whatever whatever they planned, whatever they have done, like worked beforehand, it worked, absolutely worked. Uh, Kepa, still fantastic. hmm if he can continue this form, waiting him 4 or 5 years doesn't matter. I think he can be the top goalie in the Premier League, and the defenders today. Uh, First of all, our fullback, Chilwell and James came back, and you know, since the Leeds game, they've been like absolutely crucial to the team. Even today, Ben Chilwell, especially, like he just like run riot. He just like ravaged he ravaged the Dortmund defense. Like I can't tell if he's like a winger or wing fullback, but either way, he's a class. And two players that I would like to applaud, especially, is Marco Correa and Khalid Koulibaly. You know, I was kind of worried about this fixture because we lost Thiago Silva. He's absolutely the best defender in Chelsea at the moment, and since we lost him, I wasn't sure, like, can we keep the clean sheet, but we did it with Koulibaly and Marco Correa. And I was a bit doubtful at the first in the when I saw the start lineup, but they managed it. I know, like, Koulibaly is the top level player. Like, what he was a time there was a time, like he was a rival of Virgil van Dijk. Yeah, I still think he's a top class player. He had a bit of rough time because he lost his manager Tuchel. He has to play under new manager. He had injury issues. He had to go to the World Cup. So yeah, I'm sure it was difficult for him to just like stay in form. But today showed that Koulibaly, that's the level, that's the class of player that Koulibaly is. I'm really happy to see that, and he was an absolute wall. And I hope he plays like that for the rest of the game, rest of the season, rest of the Chelsea contract. I hope, like, he becomes the player who is a worth for number 26. And Marco Correa, I was a bit like skeptic. I thought he will be one of those expensive bench player after Ben Chilwell came back, but today he started as one of the center back today, and absolutely fantastic. You know, he proved me wrong, and I can't be more than I mean I can't. I'm very happy to see that. Like, I really. I feel like very happy whenever, like, player I criticize, whenever player I Chelsea player I had my doubt. If they prove me wrong, there's nothing that makes me happier. And today, Cucurella showed why he's the Barca's one of Barca's top talent. Why Man City wanted him. You know, he he did his part magnificently. Like, whenever him and Chilwell, paired up, Dortmund, like they caused riot on Dortmund's left side. That was good to see. Well done to Kukurea. I'm really happy to see him like doing that kind of performance again because like you know I haven't seen him doing that good since the beginning of the season, and I hope like he still continues and he becomes the player that we all expect him to be. And Enzo Fernandez and Mateo Kovacic, I really like their chemistry. I think they are doing. I think there's a chance we can see much more if they were like if they could have spent more time together, like if they worked together. But you know, it was this combination is a bit rushed. But since these two players are like top level, they are doing really well today. Yeah, absolutely fantastic. And and today, I really want to congratulate our goal scorer, the two goal scorer, Raheem Sterling and Kai Havertz. Even like I had doubts on these two, especially Kai Havertz. I thought like I still think his time in Chelsea is running out because he's very inconsistent. But one pro what I can say about Kai Havertz is that he whenever Chelsea is in problem, whenever Chelsea is in big games, he's the one like Chelsea can actually rely on because he will turn up. Like he scored in the Champions League final, he scored in the Club World Cup, he scored against Real Madrid, he scored against Dortmund today. You know, I think so. Yeah, that's uh, that's the good thing about Kai Havertz. Today he showed his advantage. Well done to him as well. So was Raheem Sterling. Raheem Sterling today. I when he first came from Man City, I expected him to be like a Eden Hazardish player, player who can lead the attack. I mean, he's doing okay till now, but I wanted him to be like representing Chelsea, and till now it wasn't like that. But today, even like him and Kai Havertz, they worked very hard, and this he managed to score like that goal. Congratulations to Raheem Sterling as well. I hope like he performs like this for the rest of the season and furthermore. Yeah. So that's about that. Like the Dortmund game, we they neutralized. Of course, like Dortmund lost their best player, Julian Brandt, but still like they had Bellingham and all that. But Chelsea managed to neutralize their threat. That's well done to them as well. And Graham Potter today and the Leeds game, yeah, I can say he has he managed to he managed to evade the storm. I was one person who thought he should be sacked right after the Spurs game, but he somehow like managed to grab a win against Leeds even today. I really didn't expect him to make any big difference, but he somehow came back. He somehow like rallied the team behind him, and Chelsea came back against the deficit. Well done to him as well. His fate on Koulibaly and Kukurea was paid off. Him trying to combine Enzo Fernandez and Kovacic works again. It was good to see that. What one problem I saw, one I can say the nitpick is that his substitution. Today Pulisic came on from to the game, and what can I say? I don't think Pulisic is a Chelsea level player anymore. Uh, you know, we all like fondly remembers Pulisic when he first came to Chelsea. Uh, you know, back to the Lampard days. He was the one who replaced Eden Hazard back then. But now he's not that player. Uh, Maybe it's the injuries. Maybe it's yeah, like he's just out of form. He's not the same player. I think like this summer the priority exit is Pulisic and Hakim Ziyech. It's that bad, and I think it would have been better if Mudryk came on, because Mudryk is one player who can actually run past defenders with his pace. And since when Chelsea were 2-0 up, and when Dortmund was like going forward, if we had Mudryk, we could have like wait look for the third goal as well. Yeah, I think that generally the game was good to see the comeback. I'm really happy to see, but I think I would like to point out that this game could have been like 4 or 5 nil game if Chelsea could have finished like every chances they had. Like we had lots of chances that should have been a good. They should have scored. Like Chelsea should have scored, but that didn't happen. So there needs to be like improvement on that as well. And about the Champions League tournament, uh, I know like revenue is like completely different after the quarterfinal. So I'm sure the management will be happy once since Chelsea will get a lot more revenue. Uh, we'll have to see the draw about who will Chelsea will play in the quarterfinal, but I think if Chelsea wants to have a chance against semifinals, it has to be like a similar level to. It has to be like same level as a Dortmund team. I don't think Chelsea can survive Real Madrid or Man City. I think if Chelsea managed to face, I don't know, like I think if we meet AC Milan or like mm, Sporting or like that kind of team, yeah, Chelsea has a good chance of advancing to the semifinal. But if we meet those top tier team, there will be a problem. There's that. Anyway, it was I was absolutely happy to see like players actually showed passion, because right after we lost Spurs game, when we lost like Southampton, I thought these players like I thought the players were out of passion, out of juice, out of um, uh, love for the clubs, the uniform, you know. It, but yeah, it gives me some like very little hope of improvement. Okay, so there's that, but and I still think it, but you see, I still haven't like completely given up on the Champions League dream, because like just like 2012, Chelsea sacked. We had Andre Villas-Boas, and then we had Di Matteo. Di Matteo. Let's be real, Di Matteo is a legend, but he's not like tactical genius, or he was not like Jose Mourinho level or Carlo Ancelotti level, but he still managed to win Chelsea. The big year. Even Avram Grant, like I think he's one of the worst Chelsea manager, like one of the worst I ever witnessed. But he still took Chelsea to the Champions League final. Why not? Why can't Potter do that? Yeah. So there's not. I don't think there's completely. I don't think there. It's not completely 0%. The the chance is very like little, but I think it will be interesting to see. It will be interesting to watch the rest of the Champions League how it goes. But I'm trying to build more optimism after this game. I hope the rest of you do as well. I'm still yeah. So thank you very much for listening to this me babbling. But what can I say? I was very happy like this morning. I hope the rest of you are happy as I am today. And yeah, keep up, you Chels. Yeah, thank you.